Okay, I want to call this meeting for the Santa Maria Public Airport District to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. All after me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, can you call the roll, please?
President Brown.
Here.
Director
Here.
Director Nye is absent. Director Clayton.
Here.
Director Rodriguez.
Here. Okay, and we'll go to item one, which is the minutes of the regular meeting held on March 12th, 2026.
I went over the regular minutes of that meeting here, and that's exactly the way it went down, so I make a motion, we approve it.
Here we have a motion.
Second.
You got a second? I'm gonna abstain. I wasn't here.
I'm going to abstain also.
Were you were here?
No, not the last meeting.
Oh, that's right. We have two. Does that work?
We'll need to continue those until the next one.
Postpone it till we should we have a form. Okay. Okay, we're gonna postpone that till the next meeting. The other thing while we're postponing, I want to take item number 6 up. And give that to the committee, get reviewed and bring it back in the next meeting. And we're gonna go to committee reports.
President, your real estate committee met on March 25th. Your executive committee met April 1st to set the agenda for this meeting. Your real estate committee met again on April 3rd and again on April 9th, but Director Guy was not present for that last meeting.
Move right on to the general manager's report.
I'll be brief. The big thing we accomplished since the last time we met with you all was Mike and I attended the NBAA Schedulers and Dispatchers Conference in Cleveland, and I was very happy. Our intended purpose of going and meeting certain people so we could help market and inform folks about soon to come customs facility. I mean, had awesome conversations, made a lot of new contacts, got a stack of business cards that are all going to get an email from me when they're ready to go. Sat through a really good session on customs. So it is the people that coordinate the use of customs and operate they're talking their business of how they use customs. We got to sit through an hour presentation with those folks talking through their issues and their problems, and it was very insightful. Probably one of the best conferences I've been to in my career. And I wish I'd gone and started hanging out with these folks sooner because they're really a fantastic, incredible group of people. So
Are they giving you a lot of contacts to reach out?
oh yeah. Oh, these are the people you just call. They're the people that decide where the planes are going and if they need customs. And they skip right past customs. Oh, box checked. What else you got? Well, you got a hotel. Oh, layover option. Boom. So it really, and it's something Director Guy said sometime back when we were discussing how to approach selling customs. And he goes, you need to sell the airport. And I concurred with him then. And from this experience, 100% agree with him. And to that regard, I think next year we should be at the same conference with our own booth. I've talked with Chris Kunkel from the Jet Center. I've talked to Teresa from Artcraft. I'm saying, let's go in, share costs, get a booth and market our airport. Monterey Airport was there. The FBO from Oxnard was there. There was a slew of California airports that were present.
Where was this conference?
In Cleveland. It snowed.
That was the downside.
What's wrong with that?
I'm from here. But I think we're going to be coming back to you with looking for your support to do just that. So I guess it's around this time next year. We got a lot of work to do, but we're going to be talking with the Jet Center and Artcraft to that end.
All right.
So what you gain from that, we can build off of that now for the report.
Absolutely. And I think it was a great experience for Michael. I mean, he's got great finance background, but he's new to aviation. So
No.
he was like a puppy asking me questions. God, man.
Airplanes fly?
It almost got to that level. What's part 191? What's part 135? So it was great.
Good.
That's
Okay, we'll move on to the manager of finance and administration.
So tonight I have the pleasure of presenting to you the demand register for March. And I am available if you have any questions on the demand register. And if not, then
What was the biggest ticket item?
the biggest was the revenue subsidy for American Airlines.
Skylist,
Mhm.
You have to ask that one?
No, I see it right here in front of me. It's looming off the table.
the big one.
It's a big one. And that's because we just didn't get the people to get on board.
Look for a motion.
Oh, I'll make a motion. I went through it. I approve of it. Make a motion, we approve it.
Look for a second.
I'll second it.
You can go for.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, next is the public session. Statements from the floor will be heard during public session. Request to speak forms are provided for those wishing to address the board. After completing the forms, be given to the clerk. Request requiring board action will be referred to staff and brought to the next appropriate agenda. Members of the public are cordially invited to speak on agenda items as they occur. Staff reports covering agenda items are available for review in the office of the general manager on Tuesday prior to each meeting. The board will establish a time limit for receipt of testimony. The board reserves the right to establish further time limits for receipts of testimony. Okay, I've got two. You guys want to talk now or you want to wait? When do you want to talk?
Until number 7 is.
Okay,
I mean, it's up next, so
what's that?
if it's up next, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, which is two. Okay. We got item 7 is board's discussion on aircraft rescue and firefighting services contract. Okay,
So just to kick us off here, our contract is coming to conclusion at the end of June, so time is running out quickly. The cancellation of the aircraft, the daily air service kind of put us in a spot where we need to, for a lot of things, evaluate how we're doing business. So we need to decide the future operation of ARF, what that consists of. What do we need? How do we financially accomplish what we need to accomplish in the best fashion possible? To that end, we've put out an RFP for ARF services to folks in both government firefighting organizations, but also to private companies that provide ARF services on a national basis. And our goal is to simply provide you with more information to help you make proper decision. And I believe we have a meeting next week with the city. So we'll be talking in some more detail, but the president wanted us to have this in public session, allow an opportunity for you all in the community to have a conversation about this. Personally, very important.
oh yeah,
Very important subject. And so we're in a position where we have to worry about money, but we also have to provide proper first responder response for something that might happen out here regarding an aircraft. So it's a very important topic.
on the item you sent out, did you differentiate between just the ARF services and not the fire station?
Just ARF services.
Two separate issues, right? Two complete separate.
The issue with the station being used to house an engine is a separate matter, I would consider. It's not part of the ARF services. It certainly improves because, in a major incident, some significant incident, it's not just ARF, it's the rest of the fire service coming in as they see fit to respond to an incident. But our goal or regulatory requirements with under Part 139 are very specific of what we have to accomplish to meet those goals, to meet the regulatory requirements. So it's focused solely on meeting that requirement, which is above and beyond what the city would normally do in the way of providing fire service. That justifies why we need to pay for it.
Okay.
So,
And the ARF services are really basically only needed during when the airplanes are coming in and out.
so if you just look at the reg, you need it to be available 15 minutes prior, 15 minutes after the operation, a commercial airline operation. So we will be down soon to two a week. And in your mind, you go, well, that's a couple hours a week. No, it's not, because planes are delayed. Airlines like to change schedules. You don't just start up an ARF program and turn it on and turn it down and then turn it back up. It just doesn't work that way. And
I have a question. How does it affect the military operations?
that is part of it as well. In my career, more than once received some requests from a commercial operator, executive aircraft people, very expensive airplanes with very important people on them. And here's our list of requirements for your airfield in order for us to operate there. And you look at it and like, this is Part 139.
Can you check just a second on that?
I'll finish and then they'll call for comment.
Okay, I was just gonna help you out with that. I'll have to.
Yeah, you could, yeah, absolutely. I just procedurally, if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine. You good? You guys have a preference on who talks first? Okay,
You gonna give us?
you're up.
Thanks for,
Can you announce yourself for the record?
yes, yeah, my name is Matthew Churka. I'm president of the Santa Maria Firefighters Association. I represent the brave men and women that work here in ARF. Let's see. So I'm here today to talk about and stress the importance of the ARF services that we provide. Like the gentleman said, now with American Airlines leaving, it might seem as though with the 2 flights a week, it would be appropriate to reduce services. But I want to acknowledge and highlight that over the last 15 years of this ARF contract, there's been expansion and contraction, ebbs and flows of the ARF, of aircraft flights in and out of the airport. And it's kept us quite busy. Right before COVID, we had a long list of flights that were coming in, and obviously COVID had a big impact there. But we see the services that we provide as something that is absolutely necessary for public safety. While they are low frequency, they're very high risk. And unfortunately, in the news lately, there's been a lot of very dramatic incidents that have happened with aircraft across the country. And like I said, while it's low frequency, it's really important. Public safety, confidence of the public flying in and out of the airport, and choosing to fly out of this airport versus going to San Luis Obispo or Santa Barbara. That's really key for the traveler. While we do only provide one aircraft rescue firefighter 24/7, we do have another engine there, and we've before the engine was parked there, we had an engine forward come across town and supplement those standbys. And I can say personally, on more times than I would have ever imagined, I've been driving a fire truck down the runway when there was an aircraft emergency behind a DC-10 or a commercial airline, and with all souls on board, that's a big deal, and it's incredible to be able to provide that service in the event of something major. We see the services that we provide as something that needs to grow with the airport. And also it needs to be present so the airport can grow and the commercial airliners can have some faith in the airport, and bring in their services here. There's a lot of potential, with Space Force, down at Vandenberg, with the downtown revitalization plan here in the city, with the city's goals and the Chamber of Commerce's goal to really transform the city of Santa Maria more into a destination location rather than just a stop along the way. This airport fits in very well to that goal. We understand it'll take a lot of time. And from a labor point of view, we understand there's some financial concerns. But as labor, we like to bring solutions to the table. We've already enlisted the help of our international union to seek aviation grants to augment costs for these services, as something that will help bridge the gap and allow us to get over this hurdle so that as the airport grows, like I said, we can grow along with it. I'm more than happy. Unfortunately, I wasn't here any sooner. We just learned recently that there were some challenges with the renegotiation, but I would ask the board to continue discussing to amend by mutual agreement the current ARF contract as stated in number 1 of the term of the agreement for ARF services. I think with labor at the table, we can come up with some crafty ideas to achieve your goals of cutting costs while maintaining or even enhancing services. But as a matter of public safety, these types of services are really important, because I think the last thing the community desires is to have the Santa Maria Airport turn into an Oceano Airport where there's no services. It's not a destination location. They want to have, there's a lot of people who live here. We're the fastest growing city in the county for 30 years. We have the most room to grow, both east and west. The cities to the north and south, they're limited by how much growth they can do. They can only infill. Population is booming, and this airport has a real opportunity to take advantage of that and to be a hub. So I'll leave some of my business cards here. Please reach out directly. I can answer some questions from a labor standpoint, and hopefully together, we can work through this and if not, bridge the gap on a short-term basis until we can figure something out long-term. At least have these conversations from a different point of view, and hopefully we can come together. Keep this service going. Our men and women of Santa Maria Fire, we're really proud to be here and to provide the service, and it's a great opportunity for career advancement and just a different role that we have some people that are very passionate about working here. So wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. I'll leave my cards here at the table for you, and please reach out.
Great. Thank you for your submission.
Thank you.
Lewis? Lewis?
Good evening, gentlemen. I don't have much more to add to my counterpart today, but I just want to come up here and introduce myself. My name's Matt Lewis. I'm born and raised here in the city. I was one of your ARF engineers from 2017 to 2021, so I have firsthand experience of working here at the airport for you and the services we provided. I know time is short for the RFP. Coming near the deadline for that. I guess my ask of you would be to give us some time to meet with you, maybe in a different forum, and we can bounce ideas off each other. I understand that this is driven by money restraints. We've had a good 15-year relationship working for you guys, so it's not like that's gone awry per se. That this is more of a financial aspect. So if we can figure out how to continue services while cutting costs, that is absolutely our goal. And just today, we've been brainstorming some great ideas. Our administration just asked that we come aboard and see if we can help with this process. So yeah, I just want to introduce myself. Hopefully in the next month, have the opportunity to meet with each and every one of you and find that middle ground to keep us out here and providing the service that we've been providing.
Thank you. Yeah, I will make a statement that we're not upset with the fire department or you. This is strictly a financial deal. It's with the airline, it's just money.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally.
And that's why we're hopeful that with some of the solutions that we've brainstormed and maybe some ideas on your end, we can find a way to bridge that gap to make an acceptable agreement. So, yeah,
Thank you. I'm afraid, Nikki. I saw the blood in her eye.
Baby Swanger, District Center. I do realize this is a financial decision. We've spoken with the district office a little bit about some of the factors that go into it that you guys might not be aware of. So they're kind of aware of it. I wanted to make you guys aware of it as well. This is strictly not the 2 times a week regulated service that we're talking about. This is just kind of a greater need on the airport. Obviously, we got the U.S. Forest Service operation going here on the airport. In their operations plan, they actually mentioned the ARF response as part of their plan. So that is in their operations here. We've spoken with them about that as well. Critical to the Central Coast Jet Center, obviously, is our military. Our hot fueling operations, which is very substantial and very crucial to us, has that ARF requirement. So with the military, it's not as flexible as, you know, that we're going to come by, we're going to have 4 F-35s, they may or may not show. We can't be like, okay, here's 2 hours notice, you guys. We call them out, they don't come. It's just not that the Air Force military does not have that flexibility of necessarily scheduling like the airplanes do. Not to mention, we have a lot of large aircraft that come in here. We're talking possibly SpaceX 747s that might be landing here on a regular basis. Speaking about customs selling the airport, if we've got large planes coming in and out going through customs, this is another thing that's response time. This 3-minute response time can mean such a great difference between catastrophic and someone being on scene just much quicker. Going forward, I think taking away a service like this or reducing it substantially, it's going to be much harder to get it back. I think it's something, if we're looking towards the future of the airport and we want to grow the airport, we really need to kind of, with the brainstorming with these gentlemen and some good ideas, all come together and see if we can find a way to really make this work. We've had a great working experience with them. They're very professional. They know the airport. They've responded to incidents. So their knowledge is just a great base to have here moving forward. So like I said, I just kind of wanted to make you guys aware of some of those things, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I mean, I think what we're trying to do is find the most cost-effective way to deal with it,
Absolutely.
you know, and the way we're doing it right now is probably not the most cost-effective. But there's other challenges out there. There's other avenues that we can go. I do agree it's important to have. So,
This is a major, major expense.
and you know, listening to these guys, I mean, they came up with some ideas that, hey, it's worth exploring. I mean, so think outside the box and try and figure out something that works for everybody.
Okay, all right, let's okay, the next item is number 6 we've shelved, or number 6 we've shelved. The number 8 is authorization for the general manager to execute change order number 1 for the rehabilitation of runway 1230 project between the district and Granite Construction.
So we, I think I spoke about this the last meeting, but we've received permission to proceed with some additional work that's tied to the runway project in the grant. And we received that from the FAA. They authorized this change, and it will allow us to remove and replace the balance of the runway lights. The core project only included runway lights adjacent to the pavement section that we replaced. And they look great, but there's a contrast, which is probably technically legal. Well, it is. We're fine regulatory wise, but it'd be nice to it'd just be nice to now do these runway lights and simply take the old light off and put a new fixture in place. But they're nice new modern LEDs. So there'll be some level of cost savings from reduced power. Yeah, less stress on the overall electrical system because there's less load, and it'll be nice, bright and shiny and consistent. which is a long-winded way of me saying, please approve this additional work.
I make a motion, we approve it. Seconded with a question.
I got a question too.
So we're just replacing runway lights, right?
Mhm.
Is maintenance capable of doing that?
It's part of the FAA contract. Yeah, they do it all the time,
Right.
but this is at 95% covered by the federal government under an existing contract with an existing electrical service. That already
Okay, I
did
understand
the
where you're
first
going.
part of the runway.
All right. I understand where you're going.
So this is the $136,000 change.
Yes.
Okay.
But, well, we pay 5% of that.
What's that?
It's,
Yeah, no, I understand. I got it. I just want to make sure.
To have maintenance to do it, it costs more than
I
5%.
want to make sure that we're all on the same page.
we have to send one person out there with a radio to keep them safe. And the contractor just goes at it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay, we got a first and a second. Any other questions?
No.
Call for the vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we're good to go. Okay, now we're going to go into closed session. The board will close session to discuss the following options. Do I need to read them all?
3 items on the posted agenda.
There we go. 3 items posted agenda. All right. We'll take a 5-minute break. Okay, we're coming out of closed session with no reportable actions. We'll move on to director's comments. We'll start, Marvin.
Not much really to say.
Okay,
Oh, I have a ton to say.
go ahead.
Another hour? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep
we-
us here. for-
We'll be here all night.
No, it's good to be back involved, still finding the same things that we were doing even before I was up there dealing with that stuff, but we're making progress, that's exciting. So,
Good to see you back, Chuck.
well, thank you.
So, and we're all running on all fours here, and I think we're definitely trying to head in the right direction. It's just trying to get there. It's the struggle. So, a lot of struggling going on, but there's a lot of good things that are getting ready to happen too. So I'm looking forward to the new future of this airport.
Okay. Gone on vacation and we lost the airline in between. I was very disappointed with that. Hopefully we'll learn from that. We'll move on and we'll just take and go do it. I'm excited that I think that we're finally gonna get some of the real estate done and all these things that we've been working on. I think they're gonna get done here in the next couple months, next 2 months.
What too?
Any two. So, but anyway, I'm excited for going on with the future. I think that we're gonna get some things done. So for that, I'll take a motion to go home.
Motion to go home.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Let's go home.
I do. I learned quick.